Good morning here at 305 Fights, 305 Fights, donde surgen los campeones. My name is Tim Stevenson, and we are here in the heart of Miami. And I got two special guests in the building. We're going to start to my left. This brother, his name is Fool. I don't mean he's a fool. I mean, Fool stands for a lot of things. We're going to get into that in 1 second. And on my right, we got Extravaganza. I'm going to roll my R's because I'm in Miami-Dade County, and it makes more sense. So, Fool, talk to me. Tell me, what does FOOL mean? Because I know it's an acronym for something.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's an acronym. It stands for Forever Over Others' Limitations. Meaning, if you don't, if you limit yourself, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. And, music industry, I want to try and do a little bit of everything, try and mix a little rap music with, all types of music,
So you're inspiring people all the time, right? That's what you really want to do. I mean, you're telling your stories, but FOOL is something that you can spread to the world so they understand, the meaning of it and where they can transcend to it.
Yeah, you never know what you can do if you don't pursue it, basically.
So what inspires you? What inspired you to create that?
Just like when I started writing music, it took me a while to actually get into it just because of all the negative reactions I'd get from, friends and family, the statistics and, how, the chances of me making it, but I, would just ignore that negativity, and just keep working on myself because I wouldn't let that limit me, say like, oh, I can't really do that, so I would work on my music and, get better. And I'm at this point where, I feel like I'm one of the, unknown greats,
There we go. We love that. Yeah. And Extravaganza
hey,
over
how
here.
You doing, everybody?
Extravaganza.
Now tell me what extravaganza means. I know what extravaganza is, so you're extravagant, right?
So like everybody else, when I started, writing, I knew that my rhymes were, there was a lot of rhymes. So, when someone says an extravaganza rhymes, there's a lot of rhymes. So, like, I have a little second name. It's extravaganza elegancia, which means extravagant rhymes and, elegant rhymes. So, I like this, so I stuck with it.
We like elegant. We like all that stuff. So tell me about your performances. I know you've shot videos, and we're in the age of social media and YouTube and Instagram, especially TikTok, Triller. Tell me what's hot for you.
Usually I have my music out on Spotify, Apple Music, a lot of media platforms. You can find myself on Pandora, YouTube, and also I got my social media. I got exclusive work coming out soon. I got an album working in the process. I'm working on something with EXTRAVAGANZZA. We got a couple things in the works. Just trying to help promote myself as well as the artists around me.
Very cool. So you were actually in 305 Fights #1.
The very first one, yeah.
Now how was that? Because that was at the beginning of 305.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was when I was a little new into the live performance. That was one of my first ones, so it was pretty cool, to come out, and actually be, to actually produce a song, and that would be the actual song for the whole event. Fighters would come out to my song, which was super cool.
So how do you what's your connection between the fight industry and the MMA industry, 305, and your music?
One of my friends, shout out to Manny Vinny Chorins. He's a great MMA fighter. Has a good record. He got me. He knew Elio from 305 Fights, so he talked to him, told him about me, and then we just started connecting. I would go, take the bus, go to see him in his dojo in the Gables, and we'll work from there.
Very cool. And did you perform inside the cage?
Yeah, that was honestly cross off the bucket list, definitely. I've always wanted to perform in the cage.
Have you performed in the cage?
No,
or in a cage.
No. This is actually gonna be my first performance, and I'm super excited for it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I mean, being in the cages is an experience. I mean, how it is, right? There's a huge crowd around. There's lights, there's this and that. A lot of people who've never experienced that don't really know how that feels. You know what I mean?
Better if you're holding this too,
Yeah, and you feel like a fighter, right? You feel as an artist and as rappers and as performers. I mean, it's martial arts, right? So it's an art. Yeah. It's still an art form. You're still fighting for your music. You're
these
fighting
guys
to
are
be
like
heard.
gladiators at the Coliseum,
You know what I
That's
mean?
what it kind of looks like.
So it all ties in. I mean, we all know by seeing, like the Mike Tyson fights and things like that, where in between the fights, you see Snoop, you see all these people performing because they're all connected in some way or another to the MMA world or just the fight world in general, or they really love like the Wu-Tang Clan, they love the whole, the Chinese arts and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Extravaganza. So you guys are gonna collaborate, right?
Yeah.
So what do you bring to his already running thing? You guys have been friends a long time, right?
Yeah.
I think I bring a little bit of what we call here in Miami sazon.
Sazon.
Yeah.
Not like Vidal Sazon. That's an old man's joke.
No,
Just
it's
so-
like it's better than Goya.
Nice. So are you more of an animated, performer, or are you more subtle and just in the cut and cool?
No. I'm gonna perform because that's the whole point. You're there to entertain, and I really want to entertain. That's what you're here for.
Absolutely. So have you changed style since 305 Fights #1?
Yeah, definitely. I've been working on myself, limits. I just keep, seeing what else I can do, what else I can work on, things I can change. I'm always trying to critique myself. I'm probably, the hardest, critique I have, So I always got to be hard on myself, make sure my work is exceeding my own expectations.
Do you have a favorite song you're working on now, or you finished?
I just released a song. It's out on Spotify. It's a single called "Back in My Zone." It's pretty cool. I recorded the whole thing. It was one of the first songs I recorded myself. So quality came out great.
So you're producing as well?
Yeah.
Do you both produce?
No, I'm.
No.
He's learning little by little, working with me. But
Okay.
he's gonna be. I'm gonna start having him work on some beats on his own.
Nice. See, that works, man. You gotta constantly be learning.
Yeah.
In my opinion, especially if you want to hold on to your publishing and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm still
Writing is key. You know what I mean? Ownership is key. It's your music. Don't let it go to the rafters. Things like that.
Exactly.
So, who inspires you?
A lot. If we want to date back to, mainly I would say between Nas, Eminem, Tech Nine, Big Pun, Big Daddy Kane. As far as
You're forgetting somebody.
The greats.
Big L.
Big L, my favorite.
The Big O.
Big L. Shout out to Big L, man.
Shout out
Rest
Big
in
L.
peace, man.
Rest in peace, Big
I
Pun.
love you, man.
But see how the old school inspired the new school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're, especially if you're a true lyricist or you're a true rapper, you're actually sending the message. Those cats, KRS-One, all those cats like that, they gave their gift to the world.
It's
right?
like it's like basketball or like any
It's
other
the
thing.
culture.
You just pass it on. Like
right.
everybody learns something from somebody. And actually, it's cool that we have internet nowadays. It's really resourceful. You could actually observe and not copy, but learn a little from everybody.
Pay homage
But that's how
to
you become
past
great.
generations.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's a thing that a lot of people don't always understand,
Yeah.
right? Is that you can take a lot of things, right? And that molds you into who you are because you had to learn from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you take it, you mix it up, you make it your own, and you become your own entity.
Yeah, you incorporate it.
Yeah.
You make it something your own.
Yeah. So do you want to be on these award shows and things like that? Is that like a goal? Do you have something that you really want to
Definitely.
do?
I definitely want some records.
Yeah.
I want some
Yeah.
records.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Get
See,
some
that'd be
awards
cool.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
You know what I
pretty
mean?
nice to come with it. That would be the goal. But
Like the whole idea was, to take care of yourself and your family, but
Right.
the
but-
awards and recognitions.
you want to strive for the goals. If not, then
Yeah, you gotta strive, and that's your why, right? Your why is your family. Your why is your friends and family, and to be able to support them in doing a craft that you love,
Yeah.
right? That's why it's always a fight, and the fight is always the good thing. If you're not hungry, sometimes you slip off, right? You gotta stay hungry all the time. You gotta be in that fight. It's just like the guys in the ring. If they stop working out, then what?
You're not gonna.
that's
you're not gonna
that's
be
the
as
only
fast as
reason you came in, because you saw people do it, and you could do it too. Everybody can do it if you just put your mind to it.
Absolutely.
Anything you want.
So where do people find you? On Instagram or on your social media?
Instagram, you can find me at its_f.o.o.l.
I'm gonna have to do that one more time.
Yeah, one more time. It's gonna be its_f.o.o.l.
There we go.
There you go. It's full.
And mine is under La Elegancia, which is LAELEGANZZIA.
Now, if you can recite the alphabet backwards, I'll be real impressed right now.
Not right now.
I was about to go LMNOP.
Give me a shot of colada, maybe we'll see.
So
For a second, I thought I got it wrong. I was like, oh man.
So since 305 #1, now we're at 305 #11, and we just had a number 10 event. And in case you haven't noticed, things have changed around here.
No, definitely. I can see things have changed around here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's come up. We're here at Cachita Universal Studios. Cafe Cachita, by the way, is the coffee. It is the best. It is the Latin Red Bull. In case you don't know, that's the stuff. The guy who owns this building owns that. Cachita, I mean, sorry you didn't get a taste, but we'll make that happen. It might be post-interview, but we'll make it happen. Yeah. Well, we've come up, here at 305, and now our event is being held in one of these big rooms here, and it's basically like the UFC. That's what it looks like.
Damn.
And this is being streamed on XM 154 is Cachita Radio. We're also on Amazon Prime. We're on parts of the Spotify network, and all our events are streamed on pay-per-view. So we've definitely come a long way since your first time here.
Yeah, definitely. Things have changed. That's why it's good to be back.
But I'm sure your music's come a long way since number one. You know what I mean? It's like a constant thing.
I have a lot more music out. I got albums in the works, and just.
So have you worked with anybody interesting lately? I mean, outside of Extravaganza, of course.
Yeah, I've worked with one of my good friends, Kamikaze. You can find his music on Spotify too. We have an album out, Fresh Kids Forever, Volume 1. That's one of the first albums we dropped together, and that one was so much fun.
Yeah, that's cool. And yourself, same?
I have a lot of music. I had some music that was released. I took it off, but now I have new coming, and it's really good content, honestly. But before the fight, I'm gonna release it.
There we go.
So
you should let everybody know so that they can be at the fight and watch you do it live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a platform, you could use it.
Yeah. But we're gonna be performing together, so that's gonna be our show.
That's true.
It's gonna be very special.
You got something special for us that night? Don't tell us.
No, yeah. Why are you gonna ask us if you?
just like get everybody excited about coming to see you.
No surprises yet, but you never know.
See, you just never know.
You never know.
So let me ask you. You guys like fights, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the next Jake Paul fight? I know you've had that conversation.
Who's he gonna fight? Conor McGregor?
No. You don't know?
Mayweather.
Nope.
No.
Nope. I'm not even gonna tell you.
I'm a little lost.
But I'll tell you this. Guess where he's training right now?
Where?
Miami. Oh yeah,
Here?
he's sparring around town right now.
You're not 305 fights?
Not at 305. I'm trying to get him on 305, but he's out here. Yeah, I saw him. A buddy of mine might be his sparring partner.
You want to go take a fight with him?
Yeah.
I wonder who it is.
I got money on Ruben.
Huh?
I wonder who it is.
It was the only guy who said yes. Everybody else said no. Everybody else said they had things to do.
Mike Tyson.
No.
Mike Tyson and that guy.
No, he won't fight Mike. He won't. Mike Tyson's a different weight class. Well, yeah, he's.
No, that guy's pretty big too.
Yeah, he's pretty stout, Mike Tyson. That fight was interesting too. It's like my two uncles having a boxing match in the backyard.
The preliminaries actually were one of the best fights.
Oh yeah.
That night. That was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
forgot their names.
talent.
I want to know their names so I can watch that fight again. It was amazing. They just went blow for blow. Like they did not go down.
Because they're hungry.
They were hungry.
They want it.
And that's what's gonna happen at 305 fight. So
Right.
Oh, you're gonna see
on
a
March
lot
27th.
a lot of hungry talent. I mean, there are some. I mean, at number 10, there were some great fights, and some of these kids coming up, man. Don't catch slipping, boy. They've been training hard for this. They're going in 5 fights. I want to thank both of you for coming in. Any last shout outs to anybody, friends, family?
Shout out to Chris Madriz, for producing our videos that you can see out here.
Shout out to Chris.
Fresh Kids, Mad Trees, Bad Glory. He has names. He has so many names, but yeah, Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Any shout outs for you?
Shout out to everybody who's helped me in the way.
Yeah. Nick
Shout
Danger, everyone from Lime, all the coworkers.
Shout out to everybody, my family, my
League of Extraordinary Men.
Well, I can't wait to see both of you guys actually perform and to promote you guys, because that's what we do here at 305 is we promote everybody. The fighters, dancers, other boxing matches, other events, Titan Global Legion, things like that. That's what we do here at 305. We thank both of you for coming through this morning early without coffee. So thank you again here at 305
Thank you.
Fights.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
305 Fights, donde surgen los campeones.
Hey.
305 Miami, the champion